So I usually always start off by doing my brows first. I'll zoom you in just a little bit more. Ooh, that's like a very bare face, but I always start off by brushing them out with a spoolie with nothing on it, just to get the shape a little bit extra for myself so that I can see what shape we're going to be getting. So I didn't want this video to be like the perfect video with the backdrop and the perfect lighting. I'm just using the daylight right now, so I have no idea how the quality is going to be, but I just wanted to get ready. My sister is having a party tonight. She's going away to the United States for 3 months, so I just wanted to get ready and film it for you because I thought that would be nice, just to do a little bit of a different kind of video, more relaxed and not so staged with all the lights and the backdrop. So just a simple get ready, and usually I always watch a TV show or listen to music when I get ready. But so for my brows, I always start at the tail of the brow, and it's very easy to go wrong with the dip brow because it's not the easiest product to work with, but you just have to learn how to work with it. So now you can see I just mapped out a little bit of the shape. It's not perfect yet, but we're going to be cleaning it up with concealer anyway, so don't worry if you mess up a little bit. You can always clean up after. So I like to concentrate the most product at the tail of the brow, and in the most inner part of my brow I don't like to use a lot of product. I hardly use any product there actually, because that makes them look more natural and makes them look a little bit faded. In the front part is always a tricky part. Just be sure to use all the product that's left on the brush for the front part and just brush it through very slowly. Now that I'm happy with the way the shape of my brow is, I'm going to be brushing some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel through them just to set the brows, and this brow gel is the best brow gel that you can get. It really makes sure that all the hair stay in place and don't move throughout the rest of the day. So just brush it through. And this also helps to spread out the product and spread it out evenly. So that's another plus. So just remember, when using the dip brow, don't use too much product. Just use very little amounts at a time and be patient because it's a process to get the right brow. So now that we have one brow done, I'm just going to be doing the other brow off camera, and I'll be right back. So now that I have the shape somewhat done, this is my better brow, this is the bad brow, but I'm going to be grabbing some concealer and carve them out. And I always use a Zoeva brow line brush to do this, and you can see that's also like an angled shape, so that's very nice to carve out the brows. I'm going to be using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the color Porcelain to carve out my brows. And I hope this kind of matches my foundation that I'll be applying later. So to carve out, I'm going to be zooming in more. So the point that I carve out the most mostly is the outer part of my brow, the tail of the brow, because you can get it like perfectly straight and neat with just dip brows. So I always put a little bit of concealer underneath and above the tail of my brow. So I hope you can still see what I'm doing right now. Just carving out the shape of the brow. And this brush makes it super easy to do. For today, I'll just be carving out my whole brow. And you can use this as a way to clean up any mistakes that you might have made, or create a sharper line like I am. And I don't pull this through all the way to the front of my brow because that makes them look really fake and square. I usually just focus it on the tail and the arch of the brow. Now I see I kind of straighten it out too much, so I go back in with the Dipbrow and just round it out like this. So I just got this mini Real Techniques sponge, so that's perfect for these brow areas because you need a little sponge. And I always find this the hardest part, just to blend out that concealer surrounding the brow, because you don't want to touch the areas that you filled in because you might ruin them, but blend it out as best as you can. Just set that concealer real quick with white or bone colored eyeshadow, and I'm just going to be using MAC's Emphasize and a Zoeva Luxe Brow Light Brush. So I'm going to be starting off by priming my eyelids using my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot that's almost empty, but it was sold out everywhere, so I just will have to be waiting patiently. Just blend out using the fingertips, that's a lot easier. And it really, you can really make sure that you get it everywhere. So now set that with NYX Vixen eyeshadow. That's just a bone colored, very light eyeshadow. But you can use whatever you like, just to set the base. I'm grabbing a Zoeva Luxe Soft Crease. I always have a hard time saying this. Luxe Soft Crease brush. Just a big blending brush. And I'm first going to be applying Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie into my crease area. And I think I'm going to be doing a halo eye with the glitter. So I always tap off the excess using my mirror. Just tap tap and you'll be good to go. So just with a fluffy brush, apply that peach smoothie into the crease using windshield wiper motions. Just apply that on the outer corner and into the crease. And I want this to be kind of soft and really blended, so we're going to be using a lot of colors on top of each other to really get that blended effect. I'm going to be mixing Bake Sale and Latte, also by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to be repeating those same steps, so crease, outer and inner corner. I'll be using a more detailed brush later. And if you could let me know what kind of videos you like the most, if you like the really set up videos, so with the backdrop and the lighting and everything, or if you like these kind of videos better, or maybe both. It always takes me such a long time to really perfectly set up the lights and the backdrop and all of that. And this is just really quick and easy. I really wanted to do an Instagram live video, but because of the time zones, and as you can see, I'm just really slowly, this is why it takes me so long to get ready, but I'm really slowly building up color and definition in the crease and outer and inner V. I'm going to be going in with Cocoa Bear right now on that same fluffy brush, and also adding that on top of all the other colors. Just concentrating the color right now on the inner and outer parts, and I think I'm going to be grabbing my smaller blending brush. I don't know why I always have so much issues with the word blending brush. Okay, before I grab my smaller blending brush, I'll be using the Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer, just a clean blending brush to blend all the eyeshadows together. To make the look, to keep it very soft and not too dark, because I don't want it to look super dark. I'm not sure what I'm going to be wearing just yet, but it'll probably be something black, so I don't want it to be like too dark all over the place. So now for a little bit more extra definition, I'm using the Luxe Petite Crease brush. That's a lot smaller than the brush I just used. Cocoa Bear. And just apply that, focus that mostly on the outer and inner corner. And then we'll worry about the crease later. Right now I'm just going to be building up a little bit more color on the outer and inner corners. Going over with that clean blending brush again. I'm going to be applying that Americano shade on my blending brush. Tiniest bit, just for that extra definition and a little bit more darkness. And I'm focusing that again first on the outer and inner parts of the eye. To blend it all together, I'm using a Sigma taper blending brush. This is a really big fluffy brush, and just go over all of that. Just so that it's nice and blended. I'm going to be applying first some NYX glitter primer onto the center of the lid. So just where I want the glitters to go. And I'm using a lip brush, I think. And try to keep on looking down while doing this. And make sure to really just press it on. Not just to rub it on or anything. Just press it on so that you have minimal fallout. And all the glitters stay where they should stay. I'm going back in with Americano and the small blending brush and just going over the edges of the glitter. Now I think it's time for foundation. I think I'm going to be using my Anastasia Stick Foundation. This one is also almost empty because I use it so much. So for concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. And my mom and dad are traveling through the United States at the moment. And I asked them to bring me a second bottle of this because I love it so much already. So let's try. Let's see, I think I made it a little bit too wet, but that's fine. I'll go over it with the beauty blender in a second because that's a little less wet. So I'm just going to be using the MAC Emphasize powder and the e.l.f. blush brush, I think it was, or something. I also got the RCMA No Color powder, but I'm a little bit afraid. You know what? I'll just pick up a little bit of that RCMA No Color powder and I just rub that underneath my eyes with the same brush. Swipe it. I'm just going to get ready the way I always get ready, in the same order. So I like to do the rest of my face right now. I'm going to be bronzing on my skin using the Benefit Hoola bronzer and a Zoeva Lux Cheek Finish brush. And I really like this bronzer. It's perfect for fair skin tones. You also got they also brought out a Hoola Light. For blush, I think I'm going to be mixing two, the Sigma Cor-de-Rosa Aura powder and my Milani Luminoso blush, of course. With a really soft hand, apply that onto the apples of the cheek and the cheekbones. And this is a Zoeva Lux Sheer Cheek Brush. Blush is the first thing that leaves your face, so it's best to apply a little bit too much blush if you're going to go out for a long night so that it stays on. For highlighter, I'm using first going in with Becca Champagne Pop Focus Most product here on the apple of the cheek, lightly fade it out. So to top it off, I'm going in with Meraki Cosmetics Cybele, I have no idea. But it's a really gold, really shimmery highlighter. I'm going to be applying Cybele onto my inner corners right now. And I just picked that up with a small brush. Now that I'm somewhat done with the base, I'm going to be applying a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to set all that powder and foundation and make it look a little bit more natural. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to be applying a little bit of Americano on the lower lash line as well. So the camera died on me, but what I did, so I just applied a little bit of Americano eyeshadow on my lower lash line using a Zoeva smudger brush, just a flat brush. And I put on some mascara and the Annytude Feisty lashes. So now the only thing that is left is lipstick, I guess. And I'm going to be applying Anastasia Pure Hollywood Liquid Lipstick. This is the finished look. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Please let me know what you prefer. If you like this type of get ready with me or just want the video with the nice backdrops and all that. Just let me know in the comments and we'll see what we do next time. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.